Good evening, everybody. Hope you're all well. Hope you're all studying hard. Hope you're all keeping safe, all that sort of thing. Cool. So my name's Nick Craggs. I'm AAT Distance Learning Director at First Intuition. As you can imagine, the job title, I don't do anything other than AAT other than distance learning. So we've gone back for another Facebook Live because I did one last week on very short notice because AAT finally announced something that I knew they were going to announce and they didn't announce it, and it was really annoying. And it generated lots and lots and lots of questions. All about moving over onto Quals 22 in mid-level from AQ 2016 because people want to avoid Synoptic, let's be honest. So I thought I'd do it again because there was loads and loads of questions. And yeah, just didn't get through all. It was so crazy, so crazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the main points again about moving over from AQ 2016 to Quals 22 mid-level. Now remember, stress, I'm talking about moving over mid-level. And then I'm going to come to all your questions. So if you've got any questions, or you want to say hi, or you want to make me laugh and win a First Intuition mug, please comment below. If you make me laugh, there's a very good chance you'll get a First Intuition mug. Or if you're really lucky, a First Intuition water bottle. Probably not the First Intuition hoodie, but they are like hen's teeth. Cool. Just while I've got you, just remember, we've got 20% off our online whole level bookkeeping and the individual units. And we are AAT's distance learning provider of the year. Can't go wrong on that. And we'll support you for as long as you need. Don't worry about that. We'll support you for as long as you need. So, right, let's go back and talk about that. So Quals 22 was going to be called AQ 2021. It didn't happen. It was then going to launch in February 2022. It didn't happen. It is now going to launch on the 1st of September 2022. I've been assured from Sarah Beale herself, the Chief Executive of AAT, it is definitely going to happen on the 1st of September 2022. So all the things I'm going to talk about tonight are things that you cannot do anything about until the 1st of September 2022. You can make a plan, you can decide what you're going to do, but you physically can't do anything about it until the 1st of September 2022. So the 1st of September 2022 is the first date you can register on Qualifications 2022. Now AQ16, the standards we are currently on, that is going to run till the 30th of September 2023. By that point there, you either have to complete your level on AQ 2016 or you'll have to move over onto Quals 22. And what does that mean? Well, some units will carry over, some units won't carry over, and some units will carry over with a percentage, some units will not carry over with a percentage. And if you're not careful, you are in danger of losing exam passes, and you do not want that. And the other thing to bear in mind is AAT are moving from an annual subscription model, that is the £105 a month, sorry, £105 a year you pay to be an AAT student. And that amount is £105 whether you're on level 2, level 3, level 4. So if you were crazy quick, and we've had a student that did that last year, who did level 2, 3 and 4 in under 1 year, you only pay £105 once. Winner. Now that's extreme. That's not normal, to be fair. But AAT moving to a one-off subscription model. So you pay one fee to move over onto the level, to register on the level, and you can run on that level for as long as you need. So if you're on that level for 5 years, say, you'll only pay that one-off fee. So the fees are £172 for level 2, £225 for level 3, and £240 for level 4. But what AAT have said is, say someone has only got one exam left to complete level 4, say, are they really going to pay £240 to move over onto Quals 22 to sit one exam to complete their qualification? Probably not. So AAT have released a reduced fee structure for those who want to move mid-level, and it is only mid-level, from one level to another. And to qualify for this, it's got to be after the 1st of September 2022 and before the 30th of September 2023, and you have to sat one exam on AQ 2016. So you can't count as bookkeeping qualifications, and you have to have sat an exam to register that you're on that level, and then you'll move over for the reduced fee of £50, £75 or £100 respectively for level 2, 3 and 4. Cool. If you find this useful, please give me a like, and if you want your question answered, get them in now because there was loads last time. First come, first served. So the accountants among you, which I hope are quite a few, will notice that if you were very quick to do level 4 and did it in a year, you'd pay £105 on the old system. On the new system, you pay £240. So if you're moving over, you are saving a considerable amount of money. Cool, so that's the dates and the costs. So what I'm going to do is, I've got some slides ready because, you know, I'm on there, about which units carry over and which don't. So, wow, look at that, how cool is that? So this is level 2. As you can see there, bookkeeping transactions, bookkeeping controls and elements of costing, they carry over directly into their corresponding units on qualifications 22, and you get the percentage carried over. So if you get 97% in bookkeeping transactions, if you move over mid-level, you'll have 97% on introduction to bookkeeping. Likewise, costings and controls, simple things. However, you will notice here that if you do Foundation Synoptic, it does not transfer over into the business environment. So if you've done transactions, controls, costing, and Foundation Synoptic and not using accounting software, you won't have completed level 2. And if you move over, you have lost your pass in Foundation Synoptic because it doesn't carry over into the business environment. And for using accounting software, there is no equivalent unit. So if you sit that and you've not completed level 2, you lost that. Now, what I want to stress is, this is what you need. If you complete your level on AQ16 for September, it's in the bank. So if you move over for level 3, level 2 being on AQ 2016, A, no one cares, it's on a previous level, and B, it's in the bank, it doesn't matter. It's only if you move over without completing the level. So transactions, controls and costing do move over. Foundation Synoptic and using accounting software don't carry over. So if you've done either one of working effectively, well, the Foundation Synoptic, or using accounting software, you've got a choice. You can move over and you'll have to sit the business environment paper instead, or carry on and complete it. Now, if you run out of time, you obviously haven't got that choice. But questions are coming in now. Get them in because they are starting to flood in now. So what an option is, and now I think this is a really good plan. Do bookkeeping transactions now, but do bookkeeping controls now. Do elements of costing now. They'll carry over, you'll get your percentage, the questions are coming in, get them going. And then what you can do after elements of costing is think, what do I want to do? You could do Foundation Synoptic, and they're using accounting software and complete level 2. So 2 exams, complete level 2. Or an option is, after elements of costing, move over, pay £50 to move over, and just sit the business environment paper. So you sit one less exam. Now you have to pay £50 to do it, but then that's offset by the fact that you're sitting one less exam. Now obviously, depending on your training provider, you need to do, you need to get new materials or whatever. First intuition, obviously, we would be nice, and if you moved over, we just carry our support over and wouldn't charge you anymore. We'll give you the new lectures for free, we'll give you the assignments for free, we'll give you the mocks for free. You just need to buy a new book, which you could buy for cost price, which is currently £18 plus delivery. So actually, if your exams were £100, it would be cheaper to pay the £50 move over, pay for the new materials, and you'd sit one less exam. And not only would you sit one less exam, you would do the business environment paper, which sets you up far better for the business awareness paper at level 3 than Foundation Synoptic currently does. So that's level 2. I'm going to go to level 3 and level 4, and then I will come to your questions because they are mounting up. So this is level 3. So advanced bookkeeping and final accounts preparation have been amalgamated together into one big exam called the Financial Accounting Preparing Financial Statements unit. It's going to be a big unit. So if you pass both of them, you get the exemption. If you pass one of them, you will not get the exemption and you lose that pass that you've already got. So if you passed advanced bookkeeping, but not final accounts preparation. Do not move over unless you can avoid it, because you're going to have to recap everything on advanced bookkeeping because it's going to come up in final accounts preparation anyway. So if you get them both, they will carry over. But interestingly, if you find this sort of thing interesting, you might not. Interestingly, I do, that the percentage that carries over is only advanced bookkeeping. So if you get 71% in advanced bookkeeping, 97% in final accounts preparation, your percentage that goes into your financial accounting, preparing financial statements, or FAPs I like to call it because it's a lot shorter, is going to be the 71% for advanced bookkeeping, no matter what you got in final accounts preparation. And similarly, management accounting costing, that's been amalgamated with spreadsheets into what is known as the Management Accounting Techniques Unit, MATS. And so if you've done management accounting costing plus spreadsheets, or the old Synoptic exam prior to August 2021 it was, you'll get the exemption from MATS, but only your percentage that you've got in costing will carry over. So if you get 87% in costing, you'll get 87% in MATS. Spreadsheet doesn't come with a percentage. Now, to be honest, if you did the old Synoptic exam prior to August 2021, you probably only got indirect tax left. You should complete it anyway. So it's mainly the spreadsheets one. Questions coming in. And then indirect tax carries over tax processes for businesses. Now, one thing I do want to mention is the weightings of these vary a great deal. So advanced bookkeeping is the percentage that carries over into final accounts preparation. So that is going to give you a percentage for final accounts preparation. But final accounts preparation is 40% of your overall grade for level 3 on qualifications 22. So if you've got 71% in advanced bookkeeping, you're going to get 71% in your FAPS unit, which is 40% of your overall grade. Now, if you're into that sort of thing, that's up to you. I wouldn't get hung up over it. I really wouldn't. But just be aware. And just whilst we're here, and I've got them up, Management Accounting Techniques is 30% of your overall grade. Business Awareness, which is the new unit I really, really like, is only 15% of your overall grade, which is the same weighting as indirect tax, which is, or tax process business it will be, which is a really small unit. Cool. Last one, and then I will dive into your questions. I hope you find this useful. Please give me a like if you do. Keep your questions coming in because they are piling up. Remember, a good question or something funny might very well win a First Intuition mug. I am way more generous with them because someone else posts them out now. We're not very good at sending them to the post office. Right, moving on. Level 4. Budgeting and decision control are being lumped together into one large unit called Applied Management Accounting, AMAC, which is going to be a massive unit. Absolutely massive. So it brings them all together. Now, interestingly, or you might not, that there is no percentage that carries over whether it's one unit or whatever, because there's some new material being added to this on top of budgeting, on top of decision and control. So what you can do, what you can do is you've got to pass them both to get the exemption. If you pass one of them and you move over, you'll lose that pass and you've got to look at it again. But when you do get the exemption, it carries over only at 70%. So that is one. Make sure if you've done budgeting but not decision control, or worst case scenario, if you've done decision control and not budgeting, make sure you complete the other before you move over as best you can. Dump everything else, do that other one, because the other ones are nigh on the same. So make sure you pass both budgeting and decision control if possible. Don't be moving over with just one, because then you throw an exam away. Financial statements carries over, percentage not particularly interesting, it's nigh on the same. Now, Synoptic, which we all know and love, or not, as the case may be, that carries over. Now, mostly, if you pass professional Synoptic, you're about finished. You may as well just finish off, to be honest, rather than pay the extra money. But if you did, it carries over. And then all the optional units, they carry over with the percentage, things like that. But what you can do, and this applies to level 3 as well, you can do some of the units on 2016 and do them where they are split as one unit. So instead of sitting in the large FAPS unit, do advanced bookkeeping and final accounts preparation, and that allows you to really focus on advanced bookkeeping, being the one that gives you the percentage that goes towards FAPS. Do that, and then potentially move over and get the best of both worlds. So the 2 small exams rather than the huge one, and AVOID the Synoptic, which is the same principle as what you can do here at level 4. Do budgeting, decision controls, 2 separate exams rather than all lumped together, and then do statements if you want to do statements or not. It makes a difference whether you do it on AQ 16 or Calls 22, and then move over and instead of doing professional synoptic, do the internal controls and accounting systems unit, because that there, it doesn't test you on anything from any of the other units like professional synoptic does. So you could do that and avoid synoptic. And I remember you can't sit that until September. So if you've done budgeting, decision control and statements and you think it's ages till September, you could do your optional units and then come back to internal controls, because it doesn't require any prior knowledge. You can forget your budgeting stuff if you want to. Whereas now we normally go budgeting, decision control, statements, because you need that knowledge. So you can, if you're careful, get almost the best of both worlds from AQ 2016 and Quals 22.